Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was
lunch.
really good at lunch.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem had O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. It is myself and Rogers here today. BBB Rogers, as he's known. We are going to talk NFL Conference Championships. Being that there's 2 games, we decided we're not just going to do the pick 'em. Although I'm sure, the Oracle just never gives us any dang bets. That son of a bitch.
He doesn't want to give up his secrets.
He doesn't realize we need content. I don't care what your record is. We just need content, damn it. He's too worried about it. But
He's afraid that if we take his bets, we're all gonna live in that beach house in Maui like he does.
I guess so. I'm gonna go by his house later, and I'm gonna piss on his front porch or something. And no, we do not live there where Roger said in Maui. We all live fairly close.
I wish it was Maui.
Oh, it'd be a lot better than what it is. Although it's supposed to be warm today, finally.
Yeah.
The sun might actually melt all the snow.
Well, we've had snow on the ground for almost a full month now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, but anyways, it's just us two. We do have the Oracle's, at least his picks for these 2 games on the spread. And then Woody gave us some nice thoughts. So we're going to start with the NFC side, NFC Championship games. We got Commanders at Philly, Eagles -6. So one of the first things I want to say on this game, because I think this matters, the right guard of the Commanders went out last week with a torn ACL.
Okay.
I think that's pretty significant.
Yeah. I mean,
because you know what
starting player.
Well, you know what the best player on that defense is.
Yeah.
The best.
I mean, they're
the best D lineman in the league since Aaron Donald no longer plays.
I mean, they're
Well, Chris Jones is there. I forgot.
Chris Jones is very comparable.
Chris Jones is very comparable. I will give it. Those 2 are the best, but that is the best player on the Eagles, and he's only going to get better because he's still very young. So I do think that matters a bit. I think that might slow down the Commanders team.
Yeah, he scrambles out. Jaden
he does do that
out of the pocket so well that it'll have an effect. It'll change things. But I don't know if it'll necessarily lead to a bunch of sacks or anything. It'll force some bad throws.
That's more what I'm thinking. I don't necessarily think it's going to be sacks, but I think it's going to get pressure, and then I definitely think that him and Davis are going to stop the run pretty well. Yep. Maybe not the Daniel scramble, but he might be scrambling for his life this week instead of scrambling for actual yardage. Is kind of my thoughts. But Woody has here, he thinks the Eagles win 27-24. So he's taking the commies.
The commies, I've said it for years now. They just have an annoying ability to stay close in every game.
Yeah. And he likes the over. Of course, he worries about Jalen Hurts. He always worries about Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he hasn't had to really throw much because he hasn't had to throw much. Yeah. It's not.
And the last game, he didn't. I mean, it was a snow game, anyways. So if I was at the recording, I was gonna mention that where it's like, hey,
only a snow game till the second half, though, right?
Nah, I mean, it was like second quarter. It started. By that time, they had already scored 2 long touchdowns from him and Barkley.
Right.
So, but I don't think I don't think they can stop Barkley any which ways.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no, I don't think so. They've proven it twice this year that they.
yeah, yeah. So Woody on here. Actually, he says, can they get constant pressure on Daniels? He does not realize that the guard is out. And I do think
Yeah.
that is significant, like I said. I think they are going to get pressure because of that.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
he
it's more likely.
yeah, he says longest rush for Barkley over 21 and a half. Touchdown. Basically everything Barkley. He said take. Rush
Uh,
yards, reception yards. He says that's the only Eagle I trust. I kind of disagree with him. I've been liking what I see from Goddard too.
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
I would throw a
I would
touchdown bet.
actually have just the opposite. I think that the Commanders know that they've got to try to stop Barkley, and they're going to sell to try to stop Barkley. They may stop him from over-unders. I don't think they're going to shut him down,
No,
but I think they may contain him to an extent that they start reaching out to other avenues.
to the point of like he'll barely hit his rush yard prop is what you're saying.
Right, right. I could see him. Well, the rush yard props what is like 80 something probably. I'm sure that it's
Yeah,
not low. He might
prop.
still have a decent game, but I could see him falling just short of his numbers.
Yeah,
Because I mean, it's a playoff game. You got a game plan against their best player. I realize that that's not worked for him in the past, but it may get to the point where they're stacking the box, selling out, trying to just do anything to make Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts throw the ball.
yeah.
Because if you let Saquon beat you, you've already seen that he can twice this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna lose, make him do it in a different way.
Yeah, I I get that. I do, but it's also another thing to actually do it.
Yeah,
Which,
I think that
like,
that's
the
going to be the attempt.
yeah, but the Rams were trying to do that too. They knew what was going to happen. I mean, Saquon set a career rushing yard record in a game against them, and
Yeah,
they did.
Rams. They did the same play. He rushed for like a 50-yard touchdown against him in the regular
Yeah,
season.
I'm just saying that
Like it was so obvious to Saquon that they did the same play that he tapped on Jalen Hurts' shoulder and said, "Hey, watch this," and ran it for a touchdown again.
I'm just saying it's easier said than done. Is what
Agreed.
I lean on, and I don't think the Commanders are good enough to be able to do that.
I I don't know. I agree that they're not as good as the Eagles, but I think that they're better than what they've gotten credit for. They wouldn't be here.
I'm not saying that on defense. I think the
Yeah.
offense keeps them in the game, but I think the defense
Yeah.
is going to be what lets them down. It's more what I'm saying.
Yeah, I believe that. I agree.
I don't think that the defense is going to be good enough to do what you're saying they're going to do.
Yeah.
I respectfully
Uh,
disagree.
Speaking of which, I am going for the Eagles winning this game. And I've got them covering the spread as well.
Okay, you got them
Um,
covering. Okay.
I've got them covered. Yeah. Was it Eagles -6? You
Yes.
said?
Yes.
I thought so.
Um,
I think that they win by a touchdown. So
I think the Commanders cover. Honestly, I do think
okay,
that.
okay. I want to take
Um,
it by a touchdown. I'm going to say that the over hits in the game.
Okay. Woody also said over.
Yeah.
I also think the over hits. Yeah,
Uh,
Becker, I
the
agree.
Chiefs offense, or not Chiefs, the Commanders offense is really, really good, guys. That's what's won them these games.
Yes.
They literally outscored the Lions, which is tough to do.
Yeah. Um, Woody says over on his passing yards for Jaden Daniels. Um, he likes that. He likes Eckler over reception yards and catches. He's like De'Ami Brown. I'll be honest. I would stay the hell away from De'Ami Brown this game.
Yeah, which he did it again last week, but and I said that last week. I'm like, I'd stay away from him. I don't think he's doing it, and then he did. So
That's fine,
he proved
but
us wrong that time.
he can prove us wrong this time. He's not
Corners
that
in
time.
Philly are ridiculous.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
he gets Cooper DeJean? No.
Yeah.
That's not happening again. So
Um,
I would stay away
a
from
prop-
that. Woody says do it.
A prop that I like for this game is I know that I'm going to be bashing on Jalen Hurts right here, but his over under on pass yards is 187.5. I could see if the Eagles get out with a big lead, they're just not going to throw, just like they have every other game. 187.5 would be, I think, the highest total that he's had in the playoffs this year. So why not let? They're obviously not a pass first offense.
No.
So if they get the lead and the run is working like it has against Commanders twice this season, won't throw it that much.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the under on 187.5 for him. I'm going to take the over on his rushing.
Ooh, with his knee hurt?
Yeah, I think that his rushing. I don't know what his rushing.
I would take an anytime touchdown score for sure. I about bet that anytime, which ways.
Well, I think that's probably
Yeah.
lose the ball.
I like Goddard for a touchdown as well.
I do like me some Dallas Goddard.
I do like
another one for that game is Zach Ertz receptions is set at 3.5.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna take the under on 3.5 actually.
Really?
Just because he is not the Zach Ertz that we know, and he hasn't gotten more than like twice this season.
Okay.
He's kind of battled injuries this year.
Yeah.
He's not just a big part. He's the third option on that offense, maybe even fourth.
Yeah.
I could see him getting a couple catches to move the sticks, but I don't see him getting 4.
I think I do like Woody's with Eckler because I do think that Daniels is going to scramble about and not scramble for yardage, but he's going to scramble out and have to dump it. And I think that's Eckler's specialty, which that also makes me think Zach Ertz too. But you brought up some good
his
points.
combo yards that he wanted the over on?
No, over reception yards and catches.
So here's one that I like a little bit better. Combo yard, 47.5. So 47.5 total yards for Eckler. I like the over on that. I think he'll get some rushes too.
I don't. That Eagles interior line is ridiculous. They have two of the largest human beings I've ever seen on that interior line. Yeah. Who are also two of the most athletic large human beings I have ever seen in my life.
Fair.
Didn't Jordan Davis run like a 4.6 at like 400 pounds? He's a humongous human and he is fast because he's bigger than Carter.
40 that Jahi ran. I remember that he was like one of the slowest running backs that got a starting job.
Yeah. Which the Eagles also are just playing that Georgia defense because that's who most of their stars are. But Woody also likes Jaden Daniels over combined yards. So, I mean, he's big on Daniels. I think he forgets because of what the Rams did that Eagles defense is the number one defense.
I have Jaden Daniels over 1.5 interceptions.
I don't hate that.
I saw that one. I'm like, that's not high enough.
I don't hate that at all.
But when the line said at 1.5, I'm like, yeah, I'll take the over.
Yeah.
Probably throws, even if the second one is a garbage time pick at the end of a half or something like that.
Yeah. Or like at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Trying to get a score. That happens so often.
Oh yeah, at the end of half or the end of the game, both of them, it happens. And heck, arm punts are becoming a thing, especially in the playoffs. Regular season stats don't count.
Yeah,
like quarterback's gonna be pulling out all the stops, and I'll take the over on interceptions on that all day.
Yep, I would agree with that for sure. We are live on TikTok. Everybody go follow all of our socials at the top of the page. We got more. We are live on Twitch today. I made a Twitch. We're live on Kick as well. And then you see our socials and the YouTube, mainly sub to the YouTube. We got
new to Twitch. I know people have been asking about Twitch.
We are new to Twitch.
Got that on there?
Yep.
So I think it's up on the list. I can't see.
Yes, everything's up there. Everything's up there. I made it where
Twitch
everything's up there.
I think this may be our first or second time going live on
yes,
it.
First time. I thought about doing it through the week when I got home. Well,
that's why I said almost second, because I didn't know if you did it.
No, I thought about doing it yesterday, but decided not to. But we had a question. What do you think the score is going to be in this game?
This game, we're still talking Eagles and Commanders.
Over-under's at 47.5, by the way.
gonna say 36-27.
Okay. I was going to say 32-28, which is a weird score, but I like it.
Mine's kind of weird too. Small field goals happening, but like
Yeah.
it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
It's a very possible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 36-27.
Okay. And we're all three taking the over. We're not knowing what our oracle says because he's a jackass.
Jackass.
I'm going to shit on him just so maybe we get some. He's given us Super Bowl prop bets, whether he likes it or not. If I have to go pin him down and threaten him, we are getting Super Bowl bets, and I want prop bets too. Fun Super
Fun
Bowl
stuff.
prop bets. Dang it. Okay, now we move to the game that matters, and I'll bring this up before I start. I am very, very scared, and I was going to bring this up if I would have recorded with you guys, of us having the worst Super Bowl since the Rams-Patriots debacle. Because I see a path for it, and I'm scared shitless of it. With Hurts being hurt a little bit, I think if the Commanders make it, the Chiefs make it, we have the shittiest Super Bowl of all time, possibly.
Oh, I mean, when Taylor Swift's going to become the highlight of it.
That would be the highlight. I think it would be as bad as that Rams-Patriots one. That was so boring.
Yeah.
So
I do remember that.
Yeah.
We watched that at Woody's house.
Yes, we did. It was terrible. By like the third quarter, we were all over it.
Yeah.
I
We
mean-
watched that at Woody's house, and I think we relied on drinking heavily.
Yes, we did. Yes. So, anyways, other than, our Chiefs pundit that we have on here reluctantly, the whole entire world is, I'm pretty sure, rooting for the Bills, minus that and the Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
I like everybody wants the Bills to win. Of course, I do. I love me some Josh Allen. So, Bills at Kansas City at Arrowhead. Chiefs are favored by 2.5. Is that? That didn't seem right. It is 2. I don't know if that's right. I thought it was 1.5.
Either way, I don't think. But they do win games.
It's 1.5.
That's
It's 1.5 here. I don't think that changes what those guys say. And to be fair, they can't yell at us because I did not put these numbers in the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
One of them fucks did it. It wasn't me, so they can't do it. They can't yell and say it changed. So it must have opened at that. No, it opened at a pick 'em and then went to 1.5, then 2.5, and back down to 1.5. So, anyways, it is 1.5, 48.5 total. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. I forget that we changed spots in our spreadsheet. I thought Woody on here, he picked the Bills, and then I thought in the spreadsheet that he wrote that the freaking Chiefs were, or I thought he picked the Chiefs and then wrote that the Bills were going to cover, but that's my bad. All right, he says Bills win 30-27, and the over hits. Over's 48.5. He's hedging pick because he's a Chiefs fan. He says it's extremely even. Wonders if the Bills' success on the ground continues, and then with the Chiefs' offense, can they score in the red zone? He thinks Josh Allen can get the monkey off his back.
I'm actually against him on the overhitting in the.
Yeah, I think I am too.
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be like a 23-20 or something like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or a 26-20. I think that it just hits the under.
Yeah.
They're both pretty good offenses. I mean, the Chiefs don't score a lot of points, but they're efficient.
Mm-hmm.
They score enough points.
What is the deal with Pacheco? That worries me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like he was a ghost last week.
Yeah.
Like they just relied on Hunt, and they just for the most part abandoned the run game.
Yeah, and I don't know if they can necessarily do that this game.
Why not? The Bills pass defense. Great.
Bills have been a lot better since Milano's got
Nothing
back.
about their defense scares you, I should
No,
say.
it doesn't, but
But
it's
their offense
very.
is terrifying.
Their defense is very solid. It seems
Yeah,
like nothing's great, but they're
it's
kind
the
of a
Ravens.
yeah.
The Ravens defense is good, but nothing about it is just like, wow, they're fantastic, except for
Hmm.
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kyle Hamilton is definitely fantastic,
Yeah,
and I would say Matt Milano's pretty fantastic too. He just was hurt,
yeah,
but just came back. But I think that dude is an absolute stud.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I would tend to agree with you on the under for sure. Um, he likes Josh Allen touchdown and rush yards, alternate rush yards. He says 40 plus.
Oh, wouldn't be super duper shocked by that because I mean he does seem to ball out against teams that are a good run
Yeah,
as far as like can beat him. So one that I liked is the under on Hollywood Brown reception.
I love that.
It's a 3.5, and I think that he's just going to be there. I don't think that
Yeah.
he's going to might catch a ball, maybe two, but under 3.5, I like a lot for Hollywood. He's like the third or fourth option. He's still not really gelled into that offense.
Yeah.
He's come back from injury, and as Alex said, he's washed.
Yes, I've said that so many times.
I'll take the under on Hollywood Brown receptions.
Okay. Woody also has Shakir alternate reception yards 50 plus. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think that's good. I like
Allen
that.
Allen likes Shakir. Almost like it seems like that's his safety net.
Yeah.
And he like
I mean, he's their Cooper Cup or their Puka Nakua, stuff like that.
mhm,
When you need a first down, he's their guy. It used to be Dalton Kincaid,
yeah,
but
it's Shakir now for
it's
sure.
Shakir now. Yeah,
He also likes James Cook over on rush plus receptions 70.5 total yards. He likes the over on that.
not last week.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate that. Game time will good for you, but I hate the Chiefs. I that my disdain for that team is so high. It's about as high as any team out there has ever been, to be honest about it. Um,
Okay, so the over under on Patrick Mahomes rush yards is 24.5. I really like the over there.
so does Woody, and I like it too.
Yeah,
I like it too.
he scrambles more against teams that he knows he has to go get that first down himself and stuff like that. He doesn't. It's almost like he doesn't put his trust in other people when he can just do it himself.
Yeah, and the only other person that has trust is Kelsey, so I like him at least for a touchdown. I don't know about the yardage. His yardage is set at 69.5.
69, nice.
He would love
Oh, in the
that.
playoffs, he's been ridiculous.
I
I
know.
think that Holmes threw for like 150 yards total last week. Like 119 of them was to Kelsey.
Yeah. Yep.
Now the Bills may act on that and be like, "All right, you've got a spy just on Kelsey. That's
Yeah,
all
that's
you do. Cover Kelsey."
kind of wondering if Milano isn't that guy.
Yeah,
Like there's teams they talk about how the Chargers literally drafted Derwin James just to cover Kelsey. That's the reason they got him.
yeah.
I would say Milano probably gets that duty, and he's very good. But I definitely like Kelsey touchdown for sure. Woody likes Worthy over 56.5 rush reception yards. I don't. I mean, they have to get a trick play for that.
Yeah.
They have to do an end around to him.
Worthy.
Yeah,
I don't know. He might bust one big play.
that's what you're
Um,
hoping for is one big play.
Yeah, he's boomer bust. That's
I
that's
don't.
what you're hoping.
I don't like betting on a one big play.
Nah. I mean, that'd be more or less like betting on Evan Hester back in the day to score a touchdown. That wasn't a punt return.
Oh God.
Even then, it's like crazy.
Yeah. And then he likes. Is it Noah Gray? Is that right? Is it Noah Gray?
Noah Gray,
Yeah,
yeah,
he likes him
same.
over 14.5 yards. I don't hate that.
He gets some touches.
He's quietly does that a lot. I feel like, or like
Yeah. Oh,
he'll all of a sudden like be there for like 50 yards it seems like that's another kind of safety net from Mahomes is Gray.
Yeah. Yeah, he uses Noah Gray a decent amount. I do like that.
Yeah, I
And
like
that's two
that.
catches basically. One if he's got decent yardage.
Yeah. On the Bills, I definitely like his Allen touchdown. I agree with that. I
Yeah,
would
and
like.
it's like minus 115 for an Allen anytime. That's I like that.
Yeah.
You get about even odds on Allen anytime.
I would contemplate a Dalton Kincaid touchdown too. I like the tight end touchdowns in the playoffs.
I like tight end touchdowns in general. I was staying away from them in both these games because neither team, other than Travis Kelce, has like wow, that's a great tight end. Dalton Kincaid was really good last year, but he's been quiet this year for the most part, and I've not really understood that.
I think you said it, Shakir.
Yeah,
It's kind of took that spot
taking
a
over
little
that
bit.
safety.
Yeah, he's more of the safety net kind of thing. So,
He missed some games though, didn't he?
Kincaid.
I thought Shakir missed a couple as well.
Yeah, I think about all those receivers for the Bills missed a few games
Yeah.
at one point in time. I think the only ones that really overlapped was Coleman and Cooper. Ooh, Keon Coleman anytime touchdown too.
With that fade, I don't. That's one of those ones that I wouldn't like want to put money on because it's so stab in the dark. Because he doesn't.
It's
get
a
ton.
stab in the dark, but I like that. I like the stab in the
You
dark.
like it with him. See, that's your Bills fandom showing because that's basically the same bet as your worthy bet that you
Yes.
didn't like.
Yes. Except, at least this guy's 6'5", and it's if they get to the red zone, he can just throw it to him versus
I
a
bet
trick
Worthy
play.
scored more touchdowns than Keon Coleman this.
Coleman missed like 4 games. I think it's
Okay.
close. I bet it's close. I kind of want to look that up.
I think Worthy had like 8.
I need to go to Google. Hold on.
NFL reference, NFL football reference or whatever.
That you hit versus. That's the first thing that comes up. 6-4, and they only had. It doesn't say how many games. Worthy had 59 receptions to 29 of Coleman, and they almost had the same amount of touchdowns. I knew Worthy would have it, but I knew it was going to be close.
Yeah, Worthy scored like 3 really early in the season.
Yeah. Basically everything except for receptions, targets, yards is even close. Coleman has everything else on Worthy besides rushing attempts. Oh, he played 17 games versus 13. That's not real close. That's 4 games different. That's a lot to have those touchdowns.
2 touchdowns different isn't exactly the same thing either. I mean, that's 50% more.
Yeah, but it's 4 games too difference. So you take 4 games, 2 games.
50% is bigger than 14 to 17, whatever.
13, 17. It's the same.
It's not a 50%.
It's the same. There's 4 games. Do you think 2 of those games he gets a touchdown? 50%.
How math works. But I'll give it to you.
You know what I'm meaning. You're saying 50%, but I'm saying that if you take 50% of those 4 games, all he has to do is get a touchdown in 2 of those games.
I mean, fair. Fair. But statistically, he wouldn't get a touchdown every other game.
Yes. Yes. But I think 4 games with that, I think he has more of everything than Worthy. There's a big difference there.
I'll agree to disagree, sir.
Considering that
Anyway,
the
I think there's
the yards are only like 70 yards apart through the 4 games missed and stuff like that. That's I was looking at the whole stats. You weren't looking at the whole stats there. So
another old prop that I like. Going back to the Eagles Commanders game.
okay.
Saquon Barkley to get 2 receptions is minus 172. So that's basically, I mean, it's not even, but it's not like, I mean, you're getting more than a 50% return off of 2 receptions.
Yeah, that's
going to be the mainstream of that offense.
that's an easy one to hit.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I
throw that in a
realized?
parlay.
we didn't actually make our official picks as we was talking here. Who do you pick in this
I got
game?
Bills.
You
I
got Bills. I also have Bills. Pretty well pick them, but I still think it could be a 1-point game. Completely honest about it.
I can see this either team winning this game too, like because the Chiefs do have a tendency of just winning in the playoffs.
Yes.
Like them or not, you can't deny it. They're proven winners in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
won 3 out of the last 6 Super Bowls. So.
Mahomes' bullshit that he pulls is really getting to me, and that was the only person I liked on the team.
Almost on that Tom Brady plan.
Yeah,
Tom Brady made the playoffs in 47, or made the Super Bowl in 47% of years.
Yeah.
Tom Brady is more likely to make it to the Super Bowl than Steph Curry is to make it through.
Yeah. I think Mahomes is definitely on that. Actually, he's a little bit better now, but I think it probably ends up getting closer to that. You can't do it every year.
Yeah, can't do it every year.
He got burnt.
LeBron did for a long time.
Yeah, and Curry did, but and that at some point in time we need to reflect on that for an episode on how crazy that was. They played.
LeBron made it to like 7 straight finals.
Yeah, but he played the Warriors in like 5 straight at least.
Yeah.
Maybe 6. It was stupid. It was like the regular season did not matter.
Imagine if Curry bought into the super team thing and moved to like Cleveland, and him and LeBron just swept the league by storm.
I mean, he ended up getting Durant.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't buy into it, but Durant did.
Yes.
I mean, imagine if Curry moved to where LeBron was.
Yeah, that would have been nuts. Well, he didn't have to, though. He had the super team already somehow made.
Yeah.
They went 73-9 before Durant got there, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my dad just joined.
What up, Steve?
Hi, Steve. we're about to call it quits because I got to go to some basketball games. So, anything else you like?
I think that's it. I think that covers.
Okay. Alrighty. So on the 2 games, one person has the Eagles. That is yourself. And then in the AFC, the Oracle is on Oracle Island. Scary place. Scary place for sure. So, all right, we're gonna get off here. I honestly might play some games later today. Haven't decided yet, so I might stream later.
I know tonight that Owen's got a birthday party, so I probably will not be around.
All right, that's fine. I might stream some PGA, so look for some possible PGA gameplay later because I might be bored.
All right.
So, all right, we will see you guys next time.
Till next time, stay classy, Southern Illinois.
Okay, Woody. Gosh.